Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, as you can probably imagine, there's been a new character released in this game. And that new character just so happens to be good old Qingxiao. And I've had the pleasure of fully building this character across a variety of different setups on her new Sonata set for the testing that we're going to be doing today. Because this unit is releasing as one of the most unique, I think, stat blends when it comes to a character. And she's actually one of the units in the game that has multiple usable builds depending on what you're looking to accomplish as a player, what you're trying to actually achieve, and of course the consistency that you would like in your clears. Because as you can see on the left hand side of my screen, or right above me, I've got 101% crit rate, and the build still works out pretty well. So let's go ahead, let's start breaking this all down and get into our Qingxiao first impressions. And if you're saving up for some of the upcoming banners, you've got to check out Enjoy GM. It's a top-up platform that gives you some of the best prices on in-game currency, especially for Wuthering Waves, with discounts up to 20% off. New users get 8% off site-wide that's stacked with member deals, 6480 plus 1600 Lynae for just $75. Note, discounts may vary by the region. The process is super simple. Just your UID and server, and your Lynae will arrive in minutes. They also have 24/7 customer support and work with tons of global payment methods, so it's fast and convenient. Plus, Enjoy GM is certified with PCI DSS security standards and has received consistently high ratings on Trustpilot, a platform you can trust completely. I've tested it myself. It's safe, legit, and saves you real money. If you want to stock up on your Lynae before the banners drop, click the link in the description below or the pinned comment and start saving with Enjoy GM today. So, when it comes to Qingxiao and the build that we're going to be using, it's going to be really simple. We're going to be using her on her set and her weapon, and we will be swapping her out to EOG at various points to see how it performs, or how her build performs with that weapon instead. However, there are some particulars when it comes to her Echo and Sonata set that you get some extra options if you do have her signature ready to go. And so we're going to be talking about that one as well as sort of like the lead up of the discussion today. Because as you can see over here, when it comes to my actual Sonata set build on Heart of Evil's Purge, which as you can see from her set, inflicted 2 straight shifting gives you crit damage and arrow damage bonus. It's a set that's perfectly made for her because she's a tuned straight DPS. And so we're going to be having her with her Calamity Effigy 4 cost over here, which gives us even more arrow damage bonus when we inflict the debuff, which is awesome. And then we're actually running a crit rate forecast over here with the other golem dude from the original, from the 3.5 story. And then a bunch of 1 costs. And this is the thing. This build is really only doable if you have her signature, because her signature gives 36% crit rate, which is quite a bit, and then also up to 56% arrow damage bonus at max stacks, and R1, and then 10% defense ignore. So with all of this massive amount of arrow damage bonus, you could end up having some pretty, well, a lot of arrow damage that lets you, well, skip the 2-3 cost that would provide that stat. However, I've also got another build on her where we're just going to be using this same forecast. Excuse these failures you can see in the background over here. I rolled the same Echo basically twice, so you can see that was a little bit depressing the other day. But I've also got 3 costs as well. So as you can see over here, where's some, I know I had better ones. These are not good. I knew I had better ones. Who has them on? Oh, yeah, okay. So, like, I've got this one as well, sort of, like, chilling on the side, and I think I could just roll another. I'm pretty sure I've already rolled. Wait, where is it? Wait, have I not rolled a, Give me 1 second over here. I gotta go roll a 3 cost real fast. Oh, that's pretty good. Oh, that's pretty good. Oh, that's pretty good. Oh, that's good. Hey, just roll crit rate. Anyways, so that was pretty easy. We're just going to be rolling with that one at a later point in the test if we do need it. But there's going to be a bit of a downside to this one. If you're running Qingxiao on a 4-3-3-1-1 with the 3 costs, as you can see over here, this bad boy, well, you gotta make sure you're running a lot of crit rate, because if this character misses crits, her kit does really badly. Like, she's a character that wants as close to 100% crit rate as possible, and if she doesn't have that, you're having kind of a rough time. So I would highly recommend, right? I know I just rolled like a crazy good one, right? Not really crazy good, but like, you should actually aim for like 7 or 8% or above. Yeah, 7 or 8% or above. Like that. Imagine if I just rolled a crit damage here. That'd be crazy, right? Man, shit. Anyways, so, like, you want crit ratios like that. Honestly, this is low-key transducible with that 10. Anyways, like, you get what's going on. And so, this is what we're going to be going with first. We're going to be testing her on 4-4-1-1-1-1 just to have that consistency, and then she's going to be on her signature. And then we'll try out this build. It's going to be really bad, but we're going to try out this build, the same exact build without her signature, and then just sort of, like, go from there. So, yeah, that's going to be the breakdown for today. And so you might be wondering, all right, Saint, where are you going to be fighting? Who is the enemy you're going to be fighting against? And I've had some thoughts, right? We could use her in floor 4 over here, but then she's going to be insanely shielded and just deal a ridiculous amount of damage. We could use her here, but then we're facing the Sentry Construct and there's an air resistance down. What if, and I know this is, I know we've done this a couple of times already. Let's see how the overdrive zone is looking. This is the thing. It's against Crownless, and there's an air resistance increase. However, it looks like there's like a resonant skill damage bonus over. I think this is going to be a good one for us to actually test her out on because she gains a damage debuff actually, which doesn't really matter. This guy has very little HP, so it's just going to make it, like, it's honestly probably going to make it better for the clear that he lives a little bit longer. And let's just see what it looks like with the regular rotation. I like this Crownless fight because he's kind of just vanilla. He doesn't do anything crazy, and there's no crazy damage bonuses either because you got to, like, parry him to gain a resonant skill bonus. Qingxiao does no resonant skill damage. So, yeah, this one should be pretty good. Let's get this going. So, yeah, you're just going to be doing your standard Mortier rotation where you're, like, kind of going around, you know, doing your 3 basic attacks. Then you're going to go in on Denia over here, right? Skill. And then your Tomb Break should be ready by the time Denia's ready to go. Then you just do 1, 2, dodge, 1, 2. Hit that parry too, I guess, for fun if you want some style. Then you echo skill, and then you just hold down your button until Qingxiao is, like, kind of ready with that. The timing on that can be a little bit annoying for the transformation, but just keep in mind that's something you got to keep track of. And now we got another ult coming down. I probably should have tomb broken him there, because then I would have gotten more mind lock stacks, right? And that's typically what a rotation would look like on her. You just echo skill at the end over there. And that's going to be that one. So yeah, as you can see, pretty consistent, right? And there we go. Yeah. Okay, get another Tomb Break off. And at this point, when they're already at 15 Mind Lock stacks, the Tomb Break doesn't matter as much. Oh, he's dead. It doesn't matter that much. But when you're on the road to building up the 15 Mind Lock stacks, you want to Tomb Break as often as possible because you'll get more. And so, obviously, that looked good. We 2-rotated that dude. No problem at all. What happens if we put on EOG? Because this is the free-to-play option, right? Everyone knows this is the free-to-play option. It's got way less damage bonuses and stuff, but it's got slightly higher base attack and lower crit. You know, it's got, like, ER and stuff, so, like, this is what our stat blend looks like now. So now we're at 90% crit, which is obviously, it's still doable, but you're starting to ask yourself, okay, well, we don't have 100% anymore. Is this build still worth it? Well, let's see. Let's just see. Hey, she has a lot of attack, though, I feel like. Yeah, it's a fair amount of attack. All right, let's get this going. Hey, at least he's not doing his weird flying shit this time. He's just starting off on the ground, nice and simple. Oh, and he's just getting parried like a hoe by a cripple. So as you can see over here, we're already at 5 Mind Lock stacks, which is great, right? All right, let's see if this happens. All right, so we might get another Tomb Break here, actually. Yeah, no, we get it here. So like, as you can see, I got 2 more Mind Break stacks there, and that's going to give me extra damage. Oh, you know what? Honestly, that doesn't look that much different. I know it was something like 20-something%, but guys, remember, that's personal damage. You still have this thing called like a team and your buffs and stuff, and like the end result is I'm pretty sure she clears without it. Oh god, I kind of messed up here. Oh yeah, I messed up with that tomb break timing. Honestly, yeah, you can see that the damage isn't as high. 1,000,000%. Hey, but it's still good. Right? Like, it's still good. Like, yes, that does feel a little bit slower, but it doesn't feel slower to the point where you're not going to clear. So, yeah, I mean, and this is the thing. We got to account for the missed crits as well, right? Still gets the job done. Obviously, your build's not like... Your build loses its consistency, right? Because you're on the wrong weapon. So, now we're going to switch back and try out good old Lynae. Because she's the other option that you're going to have available, right? For this unit that... Well, she gets the job done 100% as well. So let's just go ahead. Let's see what she looks like over here. And based off some initial testing I've done, guys, Lynae's actually stronger on static miss than her signature if you're going to be supporting Qingxiao. If Qingxiao has her sig, Lynae on static miss is stronger than her signature. Because this is what static miss gives. It gives attack, right? And her signature gives all damage bonus. Qingxiao has so much damage bonus, the attack from static mist actually makes you do more damage than her 24% damage bonus over here. Because it's 3 times 8, right? So, yeah, actually use static mist. It'll be better for your Lynae if you have Qingxiao sig as well. And the only way for this to be true is for you to have glint of clouds on her. So yeah, that is something to keep in mind. Even on the 44111 option, actually, let's see that. Because this will be static mist on 44111. It was higher on 43311 with the arrow and attack 3 costs. So we'll see. But do know that when we were testing it 43311, we were doing 1 arrow, 1 attack. So yeah, let's see it over here. How does this one do? And we'll test it out on Lynae's signature as well for fun. How do we not parry that? Oh, this is a little bit awkward. Yeah, the tomb break timing is a little bit awkward on this team in particular. Yeah, it's a little awkward. I had Lynae's outro for that, though. I know I did 100%, because otherwise that damage would not have been that good. All right, okay. Got a good tomb break over there. Good tomb break over there. Nice. All right. So as you can see, it's very similar to Denia, but Denia has a much smoother sort of like tomb break transition, right? She builds up the mind lock stacks a lot faster, and it's sort of and the timing on Lynae for your tomb breaks, you're just getting less. You're getting less mind lock buildup, right? And you can see over here how it got awkward on my first rotation because the tomb break thing popped up, and I was like, wait, I really need to activate that because if I don't, my Qingxiao literally loses a shit ton of damage amp, right, in damage bonus. Because by tomb breaking, especially early on in your rotation, your first 7 stacks are really important to get on your mind lock, right? Because you can see over here, sorry, I was blocking that. Qingxiao's following skills deal 2% more damage per stack of Mind Lock on the target, and 5% more for the first 7. And that's over there, right? And you can see inflicting Tune, Straight Interfere, Tune Breaking them is how you get these stacks. And then you got this as well. Damage Amp 2. So really prioritizing those initial Mind Lock stacks, breaking, right? Really important. Really important to do those first initial Tune Breaks. Otherwise, you're not getting this. And the first 7 stacks are the most important ones. So that's the issue you're going to run into with Lynae. Just make sure you keep that top of mind. Now, let's go ahead and try out Lynae 44111 with her sig, just to see if there's any actual, like, significant difference over here. I don't think there is, but it might do slightly less. We'll see. Okay, he was kind of doing, like, his weird shit over there, but I think we got him. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we got him. It's fine. So let's see when we can get the Tomb Break off over here. I'm hoping it's soon. All right. Yeah, you just get it off over there. Wait, how is her transition not ready? Oh, that was so weird. Yeah, my outro's gone. That was weird. Okay, so, damn. I really... Because I want to Tomb Break as early as possible, but then Tomb Breaking after her intro is bricking that shit. So don't do that. Yeah, you might have to just stay on Lynae for like half a second to Tomb Break with her. And I think that's a better idea. That's what I would do. Stay on Lynae for like half a second over here. After she lands, and just get that Tomb Break off. I think that's gonna be worth it. Like, unfortunately, right? It's a little delayed. It's a little clunky, but like, right? It's so much smoother. Yeah, no, this is what you gotta do.
How many strikes can you survive? 6. Purge the realm.
Right. You see what's happening over here? So I think this is the proper way you're supposed to be rotating throughout this team with like the Tomb Breaks and stuff. We might get another one here with Lynae. Let me see if it's even worth using. Is he already at 15 stacks? No, he's not. Okay, no, we definitely should use this one. Oh, dear. Oh, that's really awkward. So that one clears that there. I technically think this one is strong. I don't really know which one's even strong. I think Lynae's signature might be stronger on 4344111. The difference is so small, I don't think it matters. Yeah, just use Static Mist. You shouldn't even have Lynae's signature in the fucking first place, because that thing is almost useless. So yeah, I assume you just have Static Mist because it's so good anyways, and the team does really good with Static Mist. So there you go. And this is the thing. Those are Qingxiao's basically her only teams. The only other variation you have is like running some shit like this. But obviously, this is gonna suck the big ass on this build because I am getting 12.5% crit rate that doesn't fucking do anything on the character. And so this is where we're gonna have to do a little bit of alternative testing, right? Because I said there was going to be another build. Now let's go ahead and use that other build because, well, it's actually gonna make sense for all these characters. So now we're going back to Denia, and let's go put on 43311. Let's put this shit on. All right, so I just rolled this bad boy. It's not actually bad. It's pretty decent. And then my other arrow guy's got this equipped. Yeah, okay, we'll do that. And let's see what else I got remaining. All right, I've got 130% ER, so that's unnecessary. What did I lose over here? All right, no, I've surely got better pieces, right? Attack? Ooh, this one's pretty good, actually. Which one should I get rid of? I like liberation damage. I also like these damage bonuses as well. Wait a second. These are both good. I don't know which one to get rid of. I guess this one, right? Yeah, no, that attack and that crit is slightly better. So you can see what happened to my stats. They're fucked up now. That's sort of like the issue. My stats are like fucked up now, but I have like a lot of attack. I have a lot of attack because I'm buffed in game, so that's like pretty cool. But like, hopefully you can kind of see what some of the complications are. With this character. And when it comes to ER, I'm gonna be honest, I feel a little bit iffy about the 180 I have right now, so I think I might just actually put this back. Yeah, we might just put that back. Yeah, I might just roll with the 127. So that's what we got going on over here. You're rocking roughly like 80. I have two 6.3%, that's why. But as you can see, I got a 9.3 here, a 7.5 over here, and a 7.5 over here. And the crit rate is kind of suffering, but that's what we're going to be rocking with. So let's go ahead. Let's see how this build goes. And remember, this build should actually deal a decent bit more damage. All right. Parried by a cripple once again. I should have gotten that tomb break off. Ah, well, it doesn't matter because we missed that crit. Do you guys see the issue? You guys see the issue? Yeah, it really feels bad to miss crits on this character. And that's why we were testing with 44111, because this is like missing crits on Iman's ult. Or missing crits on Hiyuki's second slash, right? It kind of the same vibes, you feel me? Doesn't feel good, bro. You guys see why I like practicing on this fight, right? He's so consistent. Crownless never does any like fucked up shit where you're just like, oh man, I hate this guy. All right, now here we go, the big boom. So as you can see, yes, it deals more damage, right? It deals more damage. That is 100% something that's going on. And that's that. The character feels like she does come with like a couple of just, it's a little bit rough, right? So it's like 44111's got that consistency. And it's also like she doesn't feel like she loses that much damage with it. But guys, it's like I think the most optimal build is always going to be 43311 with as much crit rate rolls as possible, but that's going to be hard to really balance out. But yeah, missing crits on her abilities is really bad though, because like I said before, right? Like I said before, brother, when you have motion values that look like this in your kit, 445, and then it says over here, oh yeah, by the way, we have this thing called Heaven's Clarity. The damage multiplier is increased by 100% on Heaven's Reckoning Ephemeral Transcend. Oh, yeah. Oh, so that ends up becoming, like, the same as her ultimate. Yeah, they end up becoming, like, the same fucking thing. So it's like, she's got two ults, basically, and if you miss the crit on any of these, you're fucked. And that's sort of, like, the issue, right? Is she's got this insane sort of like crit fishing playstyle, unless you're going to go 4-4-1-1-1. But if you do 4-4-1-1-1, obviously your damage ceiling is a lot lower because, as you saw, I was over capping on 4-4-1-1-1. And so that's kind of like the situation, right? That's what's going on for this character, at least when it comes to like the whole like single target content sort of stuff. And so I could repeat these tests with Lynae and on Static Mist, right? Or and on EOG, but I think this comparison is pretty much all you really needed, right? You lose consistency, but you gain a higher ceiling for damage if you go 4-3-3-1-1. That's kind of obvious right off rip. And I guess that's the real struggle that you're going to be having as a player. I guess the one thing good for like grinders, or the one thing good for like people that really like optimizing their characters, is that she's a little bit like a Sigrika, right? In that Sigrika has one of the highest ceilings in the game as a character, where you really want to have 150% ER on her, right? But then also have like double crit and attack on every roll, and like high crit as well. And so it's really hard to build her. But when you get her to full build, she's one of the strongest, if not the strongest unit in the game. And I feel like Qingxiao has that same sort of dynamic going on 4-3-3-1-1, right? Theoretically, if everything has 10.5% crit rate on every piece, you'll have 100%, but then also, you know, have all the upside as well. And so that's sort of like a goal that you can have as a player, I guess, that makes her like at giga high investment time-wise, not even like Astrite-wise, like time-wise on echo farming, tuners, all of that. She can be a great sort of like sinkhole for players if they really want to min-max. You just think about it, there's only so much you can min-max Yang Yang Zhuan Ling. I'm overcapped on her, bro. I'm overcapped on her with the 4-3-3-1-1. She gains 20% crit rate for her set. I'm at 103.2. It's really easy to optimize this character. Hiyuki, same fucking thing. It's really easy to get over 100% crit rate on her. I already have that. Imyth is a little bit more difficult, but you could also get it done as well, right? A lot of these recent characters, they've been a lot easier to build and like actually min-max their build. She's hard to min-max. So is Sigrika, but I think their ceilings are actually higher than other characters because of that. And that's sort of like the thing. She has an interesting value proposition as like a, what's it called? As like a, you just, it kind of makes sense, right? Because she's like the cultivating master. You just cultivate her on your account over time until she has 100% crit rate on 4-3-3-1-1. And then she'll become the true god that she is in lore. Does that make sense? Because I do think she has one of the, if not the highest ceilings in the game. But it's hard for her to get there. But when you do get there, you will be like at the mountaintop. Like it's sort of thematic with her character, right? Do you get what I mean? It's like it's kind of, it's gonna take you a long time, maybe as long as she lived, like the 500 years she's been living to get there. But once you do, you will be the master. Kind of neat. It's all right. It's whatever. It's whatever. All right. And so now I need to answer the question. Now we need to have a little bit of a discussion over here about the messages we've been getting in chat. So we had about, I think, 20 people ask me to play Whimpering Waves. There's this thing called like a schedule, guys. So imagine like you're at home, right? And you're telling your mom, I'm going to wash the dishes after dinner. It's lunchtime and your mom's asking you to wash the dishes. There's no dishes in the sink yet because it's only lunchtime. Dinner hasn't been eaten, but she's still, for some reason, telling you to wash the dishes. Can you guys stop being retarded? If I said I'm going to be playing Whiwa after TOA, I'm literally in the TOA and you're asking me to play Whiwa. Are you guys stupid? Stop being fucking stupid. How stupid can you fucking be? It's literally on the schedule. The guy said they're doing it, and because they're not doing it right now, you spam ask them to do it. What's wrong with you? Are you 10? Are you like 5? That's what 5-year-olds do. Honey, we're gonna go on the merry-go-round. I want to go now. Like, that's literally what you seem like, bro. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Holy fucking shit. There's this thing called, like, a schedule. You can't do everything at once, bro. You're not, what, you can only do that shit in fucking Harry Potter, bro, with that bitch in the time turner. I used Harry Potter because that's probably the literature you're reading right now if you're this fucking immature. Holy fuck. Just like, imagine being asked that, like, 10 times. Anyways, so this is a lesson that you would have learned by now if you've been a frequent viewer of the channel. The more retarded you act as chatters, the longer I delay things on stream. Because you're making my stream annoying with stupid-ass messages, and so I'm gonna monetize that a little bit longer by dragging things on a little bit. Because what the fuck was that, bro? Anyways, so now it's time for us to get into Whimpering Wastes. We delayed that by about 3 to 4 minutes because of stupid chatters asking for it 30 times in the preceding section. Now let's go. All right, so I did all of my Whiwa boats this morning. That's like why I'm in an annoyed mood, because holy fucking shit, this is the big... Bro, can they just unlock boat 11, and then if you do boat 11, you get the other boats? Can they just, like, do that? Bro, playing these actually makes me want to go do something in Minecraft. I'm not paying attention to what I'm doing on boats 7, 8, 9, and 10, because they don't matter. Bro, just let me do 11 and then unlock the other 4, bro. What are we doing here? Literally, I just have S max score on everything. Mini crash out, but I think it's warranted because holy fucking, like, everyone that plays this game knows what I'm talking about here. This is bad. It's bad. All right. So now we got infinite torrents. And so my Whiwa tests are very simple for Whiwa characters. They're very, very, very simple. If the character does not function well on side 1, I don't consider them a Whiwa character, because there are a bunch of characters that only operate on side 2. And so if you have 100 eligible characters for this side, but only 10 for here, I'm only going to count this side. I'm only going to count the first side because there's a bunch of teams that operate down here, but there's very few that work over here. And this is the true limiter for all the teams. And also, she's going to have to function on a purple token. And this is going to be the purple token that we're going to be using because obviously it's the Toon Strain one. So yeah, let's get this going. Hopefully it'll be all right. But this is the thing. We've got Denia on side 1, bro. So this is going to be already going to be a fucking disaster. All right. That is technically her best team. I believe we are fucked. You're on 4-3-3-1-1. Okay, this is the thing. I think it might just be better to go 4-4-4-1-1. Like, just have 100% crit in Whiwa, and you're gonna get just like 7 million times better results. The reason for it is very simple. Missing crits in Whiwa on one enemy is like missing crits on all the enemies. If you miss a crit on one, one's gonna survive, and the next wave doesn't spawn until they're all dead. So it's like you missed on all of them. And so make sure you have 100% crit rate in this game mode, or you're gonna have a shit time. That's all I'm gonna say. So it's nice that she has that. That is actually what I'll say is a chip on the shoulder for the character. The fact that she has a 100% crit day 1 build with bad stats, so that you can at least get some consistency in Whiwa. Because other characters, they have that built into their sets, but other ones, like, bro, that's why Luca, like, kind of feels like shit. He doesn't have 100% crit. He has no way to get it. All right, let's see what we got going on over here. So remember, it's going to be side 1. I'm scared. Let's see what we got here. All right. Honestly, this could be okay. I know I messed up the rotation. I'm just like testing stuff out right now. It's not terrible. Okay, all right. So she has like, she can enter her enhanced state somewhat okay, especially with the concerto and the outro skills and stuff. So let me try out something over here.
Is it my turn?
I want to give Denia as much ER as possible, but it's really hard to do that. Maybe I should give the ER to Qingxiao.
Is it my turn? Lend me your hand. Change of mode.
Okay, all right. That might be how you do it on side 1. That might be how you do it on side 1. Yeah, you start off over here. You go to her. You go to her. Oh, no, that didn't work. Nope, 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 nope. You gotta go. You gotta go, what's it called?
Assuming master control. Is it my turn?
Is that even good? I'm trying to think of, like, the best way that you would want to, like, move between the characters to give somebody energy. Because essentially your goal is to, like, funnel a character energy on this team so that they can cast their ultimate. And my goal is to funnel Denia as much energy as possible because this bitch sucks.
Change of mode. Is it my turn?
All right, this might be it. Okay, all right. So we got, like, all of our stuff going on right now.
Your lights shake the sky.
And now we get our ult over here. Let's try it out.
Cleanse the filth.
All right, okay.
Master control.
Not bad, actually. Okay, we're getting like a regular rotation now. Right, we just got a regular rotation now, so that's looking like okay. Oh my god, this bitch still has no energy. Dude, bro, I have no mana. All right, big boom, mana. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. Denia's field is doing some fucked up shit to them down there. I just keep hearing two breaks. I just keep hearing two breaks down there, like a little donk, donk. Okay, how did she not have full ER there? Yo, guys, I'm not gonna lie. Maybe I found out the proper way to play this character in Whiwa that just nobody else knew. I feel like I'm kind of popping off right now. You feel me? So yeah, y'all were making fun of me while I was goofing around at the start. Now you feel retarded, don't you? I will say this about this character. I think she might actually be high tier. Yeah, no, that's a 3K. I missed that ult. That ult didn't hit anything. That hits 3K. I missed that ult. So I just went side one with Denia on purple token and basically got over 3K. That seemed good to me. I'm not gonna lie. I think this is why she's actually good in Whiwa. Her damage type is split, so her basic attack, all of her attacks can deal chip damage and actually kill things. For example, like her basic attacks that she does, like in the air, they can actually kill stuff. They can actually kill things because she deals split damage scaling, right? She's not like a single type. It's not like only like one move in her kit does something. Bro, this shit looks so goofy, bro. Like, are you, bro, what the fuck is this? This is retarded. Anyways, like, you get what's going on. And so, I think she's better than Yang Yang Zhuan Ling. I've never gotten a score like this on Yang Yang Zhuan Ling like that. Let's give it another try. Let's give it another. I've never gotten that score before. Am I the only one saying that? Like, yeah, she seems better, right? Like, you guys see what? Wait, no, this is kind of.
How many strikes can you survive?
Because of Denia's grouping? Y'all realize Denia didn't do anything there, right? So this is the issue. I have like a massive ER issue on Denia. If I could get like a couple more % on her, it'd be good. Oh my god. I messed up on my Denia here too. Yeah, so Denia is literally the part that's like making this annoying for me. Because she's not having enough energy because I only have her on like 126. If I had her on 130... Oh, that's a big one. Oh, that's huge, actually. Oh, my God. But there's, like, a couple of, like, these guys, like, left. Oh, how is this guy still here? But, like, you can literally see how, like, a 4-5% ER difference is, like, a really big issue for me.
Assuming master control. Is it my turn? Enough.
Yeah, no, I mean, her AoE looks like it's actually pretty solid. All right, did that just not hit anything? What's going on here? Like, sometimes it's good, sometimes it's inconsistent. I don't know what happened there, though.
Assuming master control. Authorizing maximum output. Is it my turn?
Yeah, so, like, yeah, that's... Okay, that seems better on the ER side. I think this clear might be good. This is my thought. If you're on 44111, you might be pleasantly surprised at how good this character is in Whiwa. But if you're not, I think you're gonna run into some big issues. But I think simply being 433 or 44111 will be enough to, like... Okay, how does she not have the energy, bro? What even happened there? All right.
Purge the realm. Assuming master control. Access confirmed. Authorizing maximum output. Is it my turn?
I don't know. I feel like I'm kind of fucking shit up. Bro, that shit was not spawning.
One strike.
So yeah, that's a 3K. It's just this last wave is taking fucking forever to spawn. So yeah, I mean, I'm consistently getting 3K on the character just doing 1, 2, 3 rotations. On side 1. I'm getting consistent 3Ks on purple token because I'm just not getting it because of lag there, bro. The guy taking 5 seconds to spawn. You guys just saw an empty screen for 5 seconds, right? I missed the ult the first time because that last wave takes forever for some reason. So, yeah, I think she's actually either tier 1 or tier 0.5. You just got to play the rotation like I did. I think, yeah. Okay, so don't ever forget that I'm better at this game than you. Okay, like I think you guys forgot that. Why are people IT surprised that I found out the good way to play and you couldn't? That's just how it works because I'm better at the game than you. My first try, I did better than you guys did for the last 12 hours. You could, yeah, stay mad. Anyways, so yeah, as you can see, I feel like we've done the full testing because this is the situation. If this character's missing crits in Whiwa, they will suck the big ass. Remember why? Because those are big nukes, and if one of them doesn't crit, it's like all of them not critting because that one guy's going to stay there alive and delay the rest of the waves. And so, if you're not running a 4-4-1-1-1 build on Whiwa, you're kind of fucked because your clears will get griefed because of that. And so, does this mean 4-4-1-1-1 is better overall? Well, this is the thing. To get that level of consistency, you want your signature. And so with EOG, it's really hard to get that level of consistency, right? And so maybe you just want a crit rate forecast instead. Maybe you go 4-3-3, 1-1, and you go a crit rate forecast on EOG. But I think having a 100% crit rate in Whimpering Waves, I might just have to make a video on it. I think having a 100% crit rate in Whiwa is low-key more important than anything else. Especially now, especially like I think that's it. Like I don't even think like I think it's better to sacrifice your crit damage for it. Yeah, because if you're just delaying the rest of the wave, it's like you didn't crit at all. It's like you missed the crit on everybody. So it's like having 100% is just gonna be better 99% of the time, as you're gonna crit fish every single wave. So yeah, I think that's the overall first impressions. I don't know if there's anything else that we've like failed to. We could take a look at the performance in Whiwa on less crit. It's just going to be giga inconsistent. We're already one-shotting waves, so it looks like damage isn't an issue. You're just going to have more downside. I think you're just going to have way more downside, and that's like the only trade-off. Just a fuck ton more downside if you do that. All right, try her Whiwa with Lynae. You know what? That's fair. That's fair. We could try her out with Lynae. Because as far as I'm concerned, Qingxiao's self-grouping seemed okay. It seemed pretty decent to me. All right. So, one of the nice little benefits that we're going to have over here of using Lynae is this. Lynae can overcharge on ER. Just put a fucking static mist on her, bro. And she will be giga... Bro, she's overclocked. We got 146%. That alone is going to make her low-key potentially more appealing than Denia. Because she has that. Yeah, 146% ER in Whiwa is that's a beneficial stat. ER is a beneficial stat in that game mode. All right, so let's just get a little bit of that going. Yeah, let's see how this one does then. Let's just see how this run does with some I guess some like practice stuff, right? I was debating whether or not to get Lynae's Tomb Break boost because she could just get it without using her ult. Is that worth it? I think it is. Because this is what Lynae gets to do, guys. Wait, did she not do her attack? Was that even worth it? What was that? That was a little goofy. Yeah, that was a bit goofy. I may have to restart that run. That was a little weird. I wonder if I even got my Tomb Break boost though. Because this is the thing. Denia provides her Tomb Break boost by existing. Yeah, you don't have to do anything for Denia's Tomb Break boost to apply. If she's just there, you get it. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. How does she manage to outrange herself there? She like kited the enemy out. That was a little weird. All right, Lynae, stop anti-grouping everybody. Come on. Yeah, the damage seems like a way less than having Denia on. Yeah, because I'm like not able to clear this first wave, while Denia, I am able to. I think it's because, yeah, it's just Denia's Tomb Break boost is higher, and then she has like that instant Tomb Break, right? And I think it applies to these enemies as well. Lynae exists to be annoying. Yeah, in the story and the lore, bro.
How many strikes can you survive? Chords. Cleanse the filth. Assuming master control. All you can fight. Attack is done.
What is that score? Yeah, I don't know. It feels like, yeah, the Lynae situation is a little bit rough, bro. The Lynae situation is a little bit rough, bro. Hey, the enemies have their 15 mind lock, though. Man, this might be more so just Lynae kind of just being a really bad character in this game mode. I feel like Lynae is actually like a Whiwa, like bro, Lynae is a Whiwa terrorist. That's probably the best way to put it. Yeah, she's a Wuthering Waves terrorist. She actively brings down the performance of teams she's on versus like, it's like the DPSs she supports are weaker because of her existence. Bro, did I miss that guy? Oh, that is rip. Oh, that is rip. Oh, I missed that guy. Oh, no. Honestly, it gets clearable scores. It's way more annoying because Lynae sucks. I think that gets a 2.5k if I, like, grind it out a bit better. I think reasonably it's about, like, 400 points lower if you can, like, time your stuff better. Because, like, if I don't have to ult a fucking zero-cost wave there, I think I get to, like, 2.5. So, I don't think Qingxiao is actually the problem. I think Lynae sucks ass, and if you have her with Denia, she's actually pretty good. That's from my gameplay, right? And obviously, I've only had, like, 2 days. I've only had, like, 10 minutes to play her. It feels a lot stronger than Yang Yang, though. At the very least, in her best-in-slot team. And, like, it's side 1. It's side 1 that we're doing this on. And so this is also the other thing. Tokyo Asahi said, "No shit, Goofy, LOL. Denia's literally carried the grouping and the team." No, you're fucking retarded and wrong, because if that was the case, Luke Herson would be a tier 0 Whiwa character. If Denia was the only thing that was required. But suddenly, the Denia Luke Herson team is worse than the Denia Qingxiao one in Whiwa. Huh, wait, oh, so is that Denia being good or is that Qingxiao being better? And so, this is the thing. You're a first-time chatter, and now you're known as a, your first message was retarded. Congratulations. That is the mark you've made on the channel. You're a dumbass. Well done. Let's get the pit of shame, but congratulations. Yes, call other people goofy when you have no idea what the fuck you're talking about, bro. 100%. Well played. When it's literally, what's griefing the clear on this character is having Lynae on your team. It's not Denia being strong, it's Lynae being dog shit. Because guess who else suffers in Whiwa because of Lynae? All of Lynae's fucking teammates. All you need to do is play the bitch one time, you retarded idiot. Just play Lynae one time in any of her best-in-slot teams in Whiwa, and you would actively see her destroying your clear. You would actively see Lynae, every time you jump, 1 costs are just flying across the screen. Bro, the 1 costs are just like... They're just like that, bro. And then you're like, all right, well, now I can't hit anything. Like, truly, just playing her one time will show you that. And she's been in the game for 6 months, bro. She's been in the game for 6 months. Hey, what's up, Sharabu? Hope you're doing good. Hope you're doing good. Yeah, we're just going through some first impressions and testing over here. But I think we've done everything when it comes to this character. I feel like we've done a very, very, very good job of breaking down everything when it comes to how she works. And this is the thing. Part of me is inclined to say that this unit is somewhat similar to Sigrika, in the sense that, yes, you can 1,000,000% absolutely skip them, skip their weapon, and nothing changes for your account. You don't lose anything. But I'm not going to say that pulling them is like a net loss, or that pulling them is bad, or that you're going to regret pulling them. I think a lot of people won't actually regret pulling this character because she has a very high ceiling. And I think that isn't talked about enough in Wuthering Waves as like a chase goal for players. Having characters that are hard to min-max, hard to get 100%, right? But then they kind of just like exist there as like a permanent goal for you in the background. Because you've got like a shortcut to get this character up and running, right? The 4-4-1-1-1. But then you got the potential for like giga min-maxing with her 4-3-3-1-1-1 build in the future. And so for me, it's like this character has a bunch of options. And then she's a unit that will give you an opportunity to like sink time into the game at a later point when you do want to min-max her. Plus, she's very easy to play, and I guess she's got two massive bazookas, bro. They're bigger than the rest of her body. That's crazy. Anyways, yeah, no, she's got some crazy weaponry. Just wanted to mention that. Yeah, cannons, as they do say. Cannons, as they do say. So obviously there's that factor as well. Her gameplay though is she's got one complicated part of her kit, and that's making sure you do her skill correctly to generate her forte. But other than that, you kind of are just like holding down the button. Her gameplay does leave a little bit to be desired. But maybe she's meant for when you're like coming home from like multiple surgeries or something, and you need to clear the TOA. I don't know. Kura designed or not me. Anyways, that's gonna be our review. Let me know what you all thought. Peace out.